Yeah. Bet. We'll do that on it. All right, going in.
No, you going live.
Oh, welcome back to Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots, Wrestling's Entertainment Champions. Holy ish, that's nuts. AEW Dynamite was on fire again. And what's good with Rampage? All this and more in the room where it happens, but JP, tell them what to do. What do we got now? Yo, where y'all at though, Mischief? Did everybody go somewhere? Am I like, oh man, everybody bounced on me, dipped on me, but we got them back.
YouTube, hit that subscribe button. You know what you do, baby.
Oh, we all over the place. We are all over the place.
Yeah. I don't know what's happening right now, bro.
JP knows his role. He stayed on his. What happened with you? Did you miss? You old school now? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots. My guys, my champions. How the hell are you? How we living? What we drinking, by the way? Because it looks like y'all drinking some good shit. And I need some of it. Because I stayed in my seat. But you guys are like playing, like, I don't know what.
Brother. Say hello to your mother. We're drinking some 11 right here. Career Reserve. I'm killing the bottle tonight, folks. Because it's a special night. 173. 173. That means about 73 seconds for sticking my dick. Whoa!
We starting on hot and heavy.
That's why I'm starting with the Devil's Cut, baby. What you got?
I got Tito's, vodka, handmade. You already know.
Tito's? Good, because I can't see shit. Everything's black.
Yeah. You stick with that white devil liquor, huh?
Yes.
Excuse me?
White devil liquor. That vodka.
Vodka.
Yeah, like that clear stuff.
That clear.
That clear stuff keep you clear for sure.
We trying to fix your names up right quick. I don't know what happened, but I think old school wants to jump.
Old school's in my box.
He's trying to get.
Why is old school in my box?
What happened was.
I would appreciate this.
I'm excited to be back. 2 weeks in the burner. I know you missed JP Savage, but I'm here.
How you been, man?
We missed you. The thing is, folks, you need to understand is when you reach a certain echelon of fame, you're requested. Your appearance is necessary. And sometimes you have to make sacrifices. And trust, I make sacrifices for each and every one of you.
He does it. Motherfucker got to do today. Got things to do.
Yeah, I got leadership shit to do. You know what I mean?
Lead, baby.
He leads the world out here, man. Talk to him, JP. A little bit. If you can share, I mean,
Yo, what you mean? The people know what it is. Just like this is episode 173. As time keeps ticking, we keep rising, baby. It's the natural Bluetooth effect. And you know your boys out here. Come on.
The natural blue chew of fact. JP is
a fucking shirt.
JP is blue chew in person, baby.
You know how Cuomo shirts already printed in the
Hey, yo. I know who you're talking about. I don't know what that is. Shout outs to the chat. Shout outs to Danny. Shout outs to TNC, yo, my guy Yodo. Shout outs to JJ in the house. The number 6. Our 6. JJ doing big things. God bless JJ. Blessings upon thee. You already know. Echoes everywhere, huh?
I know Danny was fucking excited. He must have jumped on his bed like he was 3 years old when Riddle got the RKO of his life. I know for a fact he hated the arcade bro shit.
There you go. There we go.
But my question is to you: did you enjoy Randy's porn stash? That's what I want to know.
He had the goatee. He had the whole porn goatee.
Listen, he had as much of a goatee as Adrian has tried to grow for the last 15 years. All right. That was a stash.
Man, we got some updates for y'all though. We're gonna start hot and heavy with running the ropes. All you gamers out there, how y'all doing? Twitch, shout outs to Twitch, man. I know y'all gaming on Twitch. We live. We waiting for WWE 2K22 to drop, and we got some information for y'all, man. It seems like that roster, it ain't gonna be affected at all. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. It's allegedly not gonna get affected. They're not expecting anybody to be deleted or removed, even though their contract may or may not have been revoked or dropped by WWE. One thing I want to highlight though is that there are plans in place. I want to say, just to kind of say it lightly, for a My Team mode, and I know how excited that can get us if done correctly. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. We gotta show
what you mean? What you mean about a My Team mode? Can you elaborate on?
Yeah, you gotta let us know.
So,
come on now.
I know we have our card collectors. God knows Twitch is full of them, and if you are collecting wrestling cards per se, this is the place for you because we got a personal collection of mine that I would love to show. Claim the reward on the bottom channel points. Use your money and claim my collection. I'll show you. I'll share my shit with y'all.
But ADHD is a fucking
my
bitch.
team is exactly that. It is a card collecting game mode for your superstars where you collect cards, kind of like Ultimate Team and kind of like My Team for NBA 2K. So
the shit they have on the phone.
Not quite. You actually get to use them and play with them. But in the phone, you get simulated, right? So you know how you simulate that shit? You actually have the match. And that's what she said? That's exactly what she said. And exactly how she said it, too.
So they got you too, right? They got you too, right?
They got me because I'm not ready for them. I'm not ready for them to do that shit correctly. First of all.
Listen.
Even pull it off.
Are we ready to forgive what happened just 2 years ago? When the shit went so bad that they just said, fuck it, we're not doing this year? And
fuck it, we'll skip one.
We're gonna skip this one.
Are we gonna forget it? Is it that easy to forgive and forget?
Yup, if they make a good one.
Listen, when someone attempts to sodomize me, I'm not gonna forget. And that's exactly what they did with that stupid ass game.
They still make do with it on Twitch though.
The one thing that intrigues me is the fact that they changed up the gameplay. So if indeed that's the case, now I'm a little intrigued. What I'm confused about is who the fuck's gonna be on the roster? Because the way they're cutting people out here, they're like the Delta variant. They just can't stand anybody out here. So, listen, what did Bronson Reed do?
We want smoke, huh? We want the smoke.
Talk to him. On the deployment line. How is Bronson Reed on the deployment line? You got Baron Corbin playing the hobo. What's going on?
That is such a great point. Like, how Bronson Reed was just North American champion. Like, he was doing his thing. Like, oh my God. Like, how do you cut that man?
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. That's hot. That's hotter than me right now.
Oh, you hot?
That's hotter than me.
I couldn't tell.
They said how he talking while he burning.
Shout out to the three right now.
The herpes.
Listen, JP, you mentioned being confused about this whole 2K thing. I don't blame you. But there's bigger and badder things to be confused about. And that's going to lead us into our boy, our new friend of the show, Gary Wolf. Let me tell you why Gary Wolf is so famous. This man floats a wild theory around that Vince McMahon himself just might be the owner of AEW.
What?
And I quote, I watch WWE here and there. I'm very confused about how they're releasing so many people. I don't understand that. I'll give you an example. Vince may own AEW. It's just my opinion. He's got the guys that go rolling in there are his boys. I knew Paul before he was a wrestler. I know Vince loves him. Mark Henry's another guy. What's going on? He's getting rid of all the big guys. Don't make any sense to me. I'm starting to think that there's a relationship between him and Tony Khan.
That's stupid as hell. What? There's a relationship between him and Tony Khan? What is it? The other Khan? What's his name? The Khan? Nick Khan? Nick Khan?
It's just a big
That's
Khan.
racism, yo. Is people doing racisms just because they Khans?
Yeah,
You think they related?
Just as a wolf is a lone wolf, he should give his ideas to himself as well, because that's just ridiculous. How, where do you even begin to find evidence of this buffoonery? This is like when you talk about speculation at its finest. That is speculation under a fucking river of shit that flows from Saudi Arabia all the way to fucking Tampa, Florida.
Old school. He brings up the pit bulls, and well, it's the pit bulls, right? And he brings up being called by Bischoff, Cage, Terry Taylor, Raven, and Sullivan all at the same time to go ship at the time. He goes, Vince not only did he buy ECW, he bought WCW. So I couldn't sign my contract because they froze everything. Bischoff told me if I signed you last week, he would have to pay you, but I can't sign any new talent. No new talent. I don't know what to make of this. Old school, talk to me. What this gotta be like crap.
So Gary Wolf was, I mean, you know, the Pitbulls were a great ECW tag team. Would he have fared well on his own in WCW? Who knows? It was a question of him getting signed a week too late. I can see that happening. But honestly, people that were signed right before it went out disappeared, right? AJ Styles had signed with WCW. No one ever seen him again until he showed up in TNA, right? Like,
I swear, man, it's just some people see a little bit of change and they just start going crazy. I don't know. But speaking of crazy and change,
What up, Rob? What up, TJ? Yeah.
WWE and NXT are in for a big change. We all know. Oh, talk to me, JP Savage, the subs. Oh my God, I'm killing this right now. But they cleaned house. Bronson Reed is out. Bobby Fish is out. Leon Ruff, Tyler Rust. I guess this is the part where we talk about how stupid they are for releasing these guys, right? But here's the real story. The real story is they're going big. They're going big and young. They're going Parker Bordeaux young and big. I don't think this hurts their brand, though. I'm going to go off and say that. I don't think it hurts the NXT brand because of what Triple H and Shawn are working on. But, yeah, you don't release that talent, bro.
But the rumors, if the rumors are to be believed, right, there's been a lot of tension backstage in the last couple of weeks, particularly with these releases that were mostly NXT based. But the fact of the matter is that Vince is turning NXT back into what we said it was the entire time. Developmental.
We're here again? How the fuck did we get back here?
Y'all forgot.
Where the fuck did you make the wrong turn?
Oh, NXT second. Hold on. NXT. Oh, you think you a big boy, huh?
It's not
you think
NXT.
you big? You think you big? Sit the fuck down. You ain't big for shit. All right, go back there. You ain't gonna do nothing. NXT. You think you got big?
SCW.
You think you're big? You think you're important? You think you're the third brand? Fuck out of here.
That's a lot, yo.
JP told you,
This is
JP.
FCW. It's not NXT.
Folks,
We gonna find big people, big young people, and we're gonna make them wrestlers.
folks, like, you know, I guess Mr. Wolf was leading towards something. And I think his premise was completely off, but the idea was correct. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Vince McMahon is gonna Vince McMahon shit, right? And the one thing he does is he buys the competition and he tears it down, right? NXT was the competition, goddammit. NXT was beating Raw and SmackDown for years. And he finally got his hands on it and destroyed the fuck out of it, right?
He
That's
said,
what he
sit
did.
your ass down. sit
But
down
I
and
think
shit
there's
up.
something else we're
Just
just
like
missing.
Rob
I
said.
think there's something else we're just missing. You're seeing these people getting kicked off the roster. Space is being made. And the reason why space is being made, folks, is because
For what?
the world
Tell 'em.
was tuned in to something spectacular over the last couple of weeks. And that
What's
is
that?
spectacular around the world. No, it is not the COVID results, folks. No, it is not the fact that CM Punk may or may not wrestle. It is the Olympics. And you have a Gable Stevenson, 21-year-old gold medalist with ties with the WWE, ready to come on board. And you know, when you have a gold medalist, they need a lot of space for the awards. So that's why they're cleaning house a little bit. Mind you, there's also a female wrestler who's trying to jump into the E as well. Olympic gold winning wrestler. So the E is getting ready to restock, reload. They don't rebuild, they reload.
They reload. I like that. I like that theory. And they're
That's
gonna go
true.
young. They're gonna go young. Young as fuck.
Bro, Gable's
I think-
21 years old.
That was the point, right? That was the point of NXT initially, right? It was to create young stars that are gonna go right into the WWE. But the rumor is, right, that when you come from NXT, they have to unteach you all the NXT shit. You get to NXT, they unteach you
All the
the
good
indie
shit?
Yeah.
All the good shit.
all the good shit, right?
Oh,
they
you
unteach you
mean-
the
okay.
indie
All
shit,
the shit,
and then when-
including what got you over.
Right,
Including
and that's
what
the
got
thing. They
you over.
strip you. So they've done a good job. Like, for example, like LA Knight, they kind of preserved a bit of what Drake is. Like, you know what I mean? Like Eli Drake. Karrion Kross, same. They preserved a little bit of what his
Not on
character
Raw.
was, what got him on. But not on Raw. And that's the thing. That when you're in developmental, you can play. You can, go play. Go Con los juguetes in the shower and shit. You can play with your little rubber ducky and bullshit. Until it's time to meet the big boys up here. And when you meet the big boys, you gotta change your whole shit because you ain't nothing up here. And that's what Vince wants to remind you. Is that, yo, you could be a Karrion Kross tearing it up in the indies, pero in my house, you ain't shit. Same with everybody else that thinks that they're getting too loud in NXT. Same with NXT as a brand as a whole. Right? Adam Cole, he's gonna go. Good for him. Good riddance. Not for nothing, but he's better off.
He is.
Because WWE, they think Vince was very successful. He is very successful. All right. But he thinks that that's it. He's got the golden goose. And all empires crumble. Every emperor has died before his death. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all come to a point where, like, the motherfucker loses his mind. This is Julius Caesar. Like, motherfucker loses his mind, gets out of control with power. Look what he's doing. Like, NXT is a beautiful thing when it comes to wrestling. NXT should have been AEW. And the other day, Enzo was on Busted Open Radio. He made a good point. And he said, don't in SmackDown.
Indeed.
It was. Like, if you wanted to see professional wrestling on a large professional scale that wasn't Raw, because Raw is what it has been for the last bunch of years, and SmackDown, which is better, NXT was the alternative. But now NXT, you think you're playing too much? Sit your ass down.
Sit your ass down. Nah, he likes it. You're right. It so coincides with everything that guys like AJ Styles are capped at, because he basically did nothing outside of the company in Vince's eyes. It's the same shit. It's the same fucking garbage.
Can I throw out a crazy ass conspiracy theory?
Ooh, love it.
Talk to me.
So
Cookie Monster ass motherfucker.
here's the other possible scenario, and it's far fetched. It's probably not true, but I like to think about it. You know, Vince is getting up there in age, right? And he knows that his time here on this earth, you know, maybe another decade. Who knows? Because he's a freak. He might actually make it another 10 years.
Bro, you don't realize he's immortal yet?
He'll be back.
That's possible. Maybe he's trying to make amends, right? He is the man that destroyed the industry in the sense that he stripped the territories, right, of all the stars, ruining the overall industry while creating his empire. So what if he's now throwing out all this main event level talent to replenish the industry he wants destroyed. No nice things have happened. The territories.
That's absurd. That's the dumbest, smartest shit I ever heard. Yo, fucking Rambling Ryan. He's selling. Look, he's selling for the. He ain't selling shit, man.
You don't think
Are you
he's selling?
kidding me?
Mischief is not buying because Vince is not selling.
Because Vince is not selling.
I don't think he's selling. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's selling. I don't think the WWE is going to go away. I just think he's trying to balance out the karma. Balance out all his wrongs.
Speaking of wrong, I think he's wronging Triple H, or he's giving him the pow because
Definitely.
AEW beat NXT in the ratings war. So now, here, give me your toy, Hunter.
We did it your way.
Give me your toy, Paul. We're gonna do it my way now.
He's like, I kicked my own son out the kingdom. You think
Y'all going back to the projects. Y'all going to the university.
See,
of
the one error with your point, old school, is the fact that the talents that are being released are not main event talent. These are talent at the cusp of potential superstardom.
Yeah.
At the cusp or near.
This time around.
Right? If you're telling me like, sure, we mentioned Brunson Reed. Right? That was just a shocker, for sure. But we didn't say Adam Cole yet. We didn't say Karrion Kross.
Well, we did say Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
We did say Braun Strowman.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Iconics.
Okay.
Yeah. You right.
But this last one, I agree. Bronson Reed and Mercedes Martinez is all I saw off that list.
Oh, Mercedes Martinez, right? I forgot about that.
That's all I saw off that list.
But think about this, right? You don't have a division, so you create a division, and you have this act that is literally the perfect example of who and what could be in that division. Like, you just created the division. The women's tag division was a brand new division they just created with some brand spanking new belts that don't look like any of the other belts they have anywhere else, right?
Certainly.
And then you have the Iconics, who were completely over talent. And what did you do with them during that whole time that you had the women's tag belts? The Iconics were like
Glassjaw Martinez.
Yo, Glassjaw Martinez. The Iconics were at the top of that list. What, once? They had a couple matches and then they fell off. Yo.
Shout out to the 10 holding it down. Appreciate
one of the most over tag teams and shit. Nah.
That's what,
y'all remember the Riot Squad? They were pretty.
Oh, the Riot Squad.
Popular.
Another example though of exactly the same thing. Liv and Ruby, even though Sarah, what's her name? Sarah
Logan.
Sarah Logan. Yeah.
Sarah Logan.
She childbirth is the reason. You know.
Well, no, she got released way before that. No?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Trash content.
True.
Yo, JJ, you didn't like Iconics.
JJ was not having it.
Congratulations to Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae.
Yes.
Johnny the wrestling family having a wrestling baby.
Yup.
I'm just glad it wasn't Indy.
That baby. Oh, Indy. Whoa.
I'm just glad it wasn't Indian Dexter. It's too soon for all that.
Baby
for that. But I'll tell you, I'm here for it. I'm here for a couple index right here. I'm here for this fly shit.
You here for that index, JP?
Hell yeah. Listen, it's the first.
How about the index in the middle too? I'll give you if you want.
Hey, it's the finger they most love. What they're getting a little risque with these segments. They're getting a little risque. I like it. What's old boy whose birthday it was this Wednesday?
Oh, my boy!
Back. He's like, it's getting very frisky. I'm like, that's your birthday gift right there, boy.
Hey.
But speaking of birthdays, happy birthday to a shooting the Islam. Fala. Just on the screen. If you watching Impact, was just on the screen. And if you not watching Impact, if you not watching us, Washington's playing, so fuck them. Fuck football. You should be watching The lingerie fighting championships. Yes.
Talk to me, JP, cameraman.
This is definitely an experience because you have MMA, you have wrestling, you have women in cladly clothing. It is a wonderful combination of entertainment, and it's taking place in Sturgis. Yes, Sturgis, the place where 25 years ago, 2 days prior to today, Harlem Heat was almost about to be exiled by a group of motorcycle people.
Yes.
Known as the Hells Angels.
Motorcycle people?
Motorcycle.
Like,
That's what Stevie
like
Ray
the motherfucker Geico commercial that he's half motorcycle.
That's what Stevie Ray. And yo, the craziest pop you ever heard. They got the most heat. And it was that the racial undertones were not undertones whatsoever. And then the chief finish to end the match got him even more heat. He said they felt like they was in Charlottesville in the 60s. That's what he said.
Y'all want to know what's up. He's like, yo, what's good with this lingerie bowl, bro? This lingerie league, yo.
Listen, man, go to LFC.com, and you're going to see his 3-night event. Tonight was one event. The next 2 nights, you got an event. And you have a whole bunch of performers. Just a couple months ago, one of our Shooting the Ish alumni, Selena de la Renta, won the Big Booty Camp Championship, going up against Katie Forbes. Yes, I said it. Selena de la Renta won the Big Booty Camp Championship, Big Booty Camp Championship against Katie Forbes. It doesn't even make sense. But
what a match, though.
What a match.
You have competitors.
Cameraman.
And let me say,
they're going at it, folks.
Listen, you watch it. That's what I want to talk about, JP, because you're watching a lingerie wrestling match. You know what you're getting into. You know what you're doing.
You know what you signed up for.
You know what we're here for.
You know what you signed up
for.
for.
The articles.
Break the silence is what we doing. We breaking the silence on this, baby.
That's like step one in not safe for work wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
So
do not watch it at work.
Big Booty Camp Championship.
Yes,
I love it. You know.
Yes, sir.
Shout outs to 3R. Shout out to Just Me. Shout outs to JJ.
Selena,
shout outs to 11 right now.
Yo,
that's a match. That's a heavyweight bout right there.
Listen,
literally and
all I'm gonna tell you though, it's interesting because all these women, they're all trained in different martial arts, etc. They may be wrestlers, they may be brawlers, they may be MMA. But it's interesting. It's competitive. It's fun. It's sexy.
And we're here for it.
I'm here for it.
We're here for it. Talk about breaking the silence. Somebody else broke the silence this week, folks. It's a wrap. You guys have been boiling over this news, and it's finally here. It took fucking 13 minutes on a video to get it fucking done, so he had to do it again. Keith Lee got on the mic, got on the video on virtual, and talked to us a minute, explained the COVID, explained him and Mia Yim's situation.
Hey, yo.
Also explained the heart conditions. Guys, what the fuck was everybody bitching about?
So people are weird, man.
Oh.
People are weird on Twitter, bro.
Fade
They were coming at him, saying that he's defending the company. And I mean, let's talk about that for a second. Do you think that he released this video as a way to cover for WWE, his current employer? Because he absolved them of all sort of creative malpractice, if you will.
Did he?
Right. Kind of, yeah. He was like, it wasn't because of them. It wasn't like Fat Camp. It wasn't like, I'm not good at my job.
I guess that was probably the running rumor, right? I guess.
Right, that he was being sent down and this and that. So he's kind of like saying like, yo, it wasn't them. It was actually my own shit. And Mia Yim got, like, he basically, you could make the argument. I don't know if I fully believe this, but I think that everything deserves to be picked at a little bit. So there's a possibility, I guess, that he could be coming on. And he kind of covered for everybody that got flack over his situation. He talked about Mia Yim at length, right? And how people were like, Mia Yim gave him COVID and that's why he was out, which is ridiculous. But he rectified that. He said, nah, like she took care of me and I had whatever. So covered her ass. And then he talked about Vince and like how it wasn't like a Vince, like he got fucking a heart issue. After COVID, he had a heart problem that they caught. Yeah. And actually, thank you, WWE's medical wing in fucking Stamford, Connecticut, that even saw the fact that there was an anomaly in his blood that led to them finding the heart issue that they found.
They're good for that. They're actually pretty good for that. I like that. That's dope. Good that they caught that shit, man. That's crazy.
So, of course, it's awesome that they caught that shit, but some people are saying like maybe he is. I don't know, man. I don't know because I don't agree with the position, but it's kind of like why? Like, is he saying this because he's trying to cover their asses?
It could be. It could be. He's probably playing the good employee role and covering. I don't know, but I don't want to put too much speculation on the shit that I don't know about. All I know is that he made this video, cleared shit up, and people need to just fall off and just wait his presence. He's coming back. The man's coming back, thank God, and it's a blessing that he went through survival.
My thought process is like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
why is this match?
Why is this match? He legit had like a health condition or concern, and then like he's coming back. Like, why is everyone thinking like conspiracy theories, Joe? I believe this is your fault.
It is.
I tend to put out conspiracy theories, and
that would be a valid point.
But you know, it could be also because he's a part of the Illuminati, and that's what they do. They send out this misinformation.
Yo, JJ, my allergies are killing me, son. It's crazy out here. Fucking.
My guy Faded want to get at that beard, Mischief, too. I think you need some trim, baby.
Yo, it's crazy out here in these streets, bro.
It's hard out here, baby.
Mischief's just working on that dictator look.
Oh no.
Hey, I want to run this. I'm Faded with the sub. Appreciate it, my man. Big things. Another T on the board. Put it on the map. Shout outs to Faded with that, folks. Every sub gets a T this month. Appreciate the 100 biddies too, my guy. I'm showing love. That's nuts. Holy shit, that's nuts. Holy shit, that's nuts. You know what else that's nuts, guys? Champions. You know what else is nuts? Competing in a match. Shattering your nuts in 7 places.
Your testicles?
Your testicles.
Your
Shattering
gonads?
it in 7 places. That's half of our chat right now. 7. I suck at math, but so what? It's close. 7 places, and continue to wrestle the rest of the match. What is it? 24? Another 40 minutes? I don't know exactly. But my guy,
the music, motherfucker.
But my guy, Aleister Black, held it down, and that's exactly what he went through. Holy shit, that shit is nuts.
I'm still trying to figure out where he said it, but he said that he had
Faded with the sun.
How do you break soft tissue? Is what I'm trying to understand.
Shatter.
Slam it into a wrestling post.
Now we going wild right now. Faded with the gifted sub. Mischief, you a sub now, Mischief. You belong, baby.
What I want to know is how the fuck did he shatter his testicle into 7 pieces, and Thea's still pregnant? How the fuck does that happen?
Yo, you think he shattered it on her goalpost? Like, what?
Hey. Queens.
So the quote goes, I hit the post full speed and it shattered my testicle into 7 pieces. I wrestled the full 22 minutes. I cut a promo after the match. I came backstage and I just knew something was wrong. I collapsed. I was crawling on the floor. I was in agony. Faded, my guy. I gotta bring you out real quick, because doesn't this story seem familiar? A guy goes in a match or goes through some hard shit, but then has to continue. I had the guys champs earlier today. I was on Faded stream and I had filled them in on the story of Places Unknown, where I did not break my ankle, and situations that may have not occurred afterwards. Specifically with children and stuff like that, whatever the whole situation.
Wait a minute. Well, what the fuck are you saying over here?
You guys don't remember either? I might have to put this shit on blast right now again.
Talk about your birthday?
Yeah. Remember the kid afterwards with the shirt? Old school, remember the kid with the shirt?
Alternate timelines, baby.
Alternate timelines. We're not gonna even talk about it. Just me related with the 10,000 with 1,000 biddies. Appreciate you. Yo, showing love to their chat. Appreciate chat right now. Holding it down. Shout out to the Lucky 13 right now. Guys, we have watched literally a change and a shift in the world of wrestling as we know it.
Are you talking about Max Caster's booking?
Oh my God. We are now because I forgot. Yes, Max Caster is no longer booked with AEW.
Listen.
Yeah.
It was so bad after
JJ with the hydrate. Appreciate you.
shared his story about his testicles. Max Caster got the boot for being insensitive because I believe in the second week of AEW, he came out and dropped some bars about popping some testicles.
Oh my
so
God.
they found it to be insensitive now that Aleister Black's on the, on the roster. And that's all bullshit. But yo, what's good? He got some heat. Like, what's going on?
He got 2 months suspended, no pay, no more
Who did he
dark.
touch?
It's alright.
No, it
it's
was
a
that line about
mental health for
Simone
Simone
Biles.
Biles.
Yeah.
What was the line?
Then the Duke rape case.
Yeah,
The
with
case.
AEW. Yeah, that's.
It just goes to show,
No.
for better or for worse, the Attitude Era will not exist again.
Never.
Mm-hmm.
Never again. Never again.
Never
reminds
again.
me-
But-
y'all remember the manager for the Primetime Players, Abraham Washington?
What was I forgot what got him suspended.
The line was because I had to go look it back up. I'm like, I remember he got in trouble for. He's like Kobe in a hotel room. He's unstoppable.
Oh yes.
And I was like, oh god.
What's his fucking name, man?
Abraham
Washington.
It's not Lionheart, man.
Not Lionheart, man.
But yeah, it's canceled.
Can't say shit like that.
Can't say.
Can't
Yo,
say
it's
shit
ruining
like
humor.
that, bro.
It's ruining humor.
Wasn't he Martin Max a manager or some shit like that? Old school.
Why do we have this conversation all the time, Vic? Where I say something and then no one listens to me. Like remember that show Heels I told you
Yo,
about?
there's
like
a show
10
I
months
saw a
ago?
commercial for. It's called Heels. Shout outs to CM Punk who's gonna be on it.
He is?
This is the part where we act like we never heard Old School say it 6 months ago.
Oh, Heels, yeah.
Heels,
Vic told me
bro.
about that.
That shit was
How
on
we feeling about
TNT.
the show, though? How we
Yeah.
feeling?
I feel it's
Vic
dope.
told me about that for the first time ever.
Yo,
I've
that shit
never
was
heard
on
of it
Dynamite. It was doing a commercial. You know how much I hate commercials. That shit was lucky that I saw it. Like, ooh, split
How y'all
second.
feeling about it, though? How
I
y'all
can't
feeling?
fucking wait. Take my
I'm
money,
excited
stars.
about it.
Take my money, stars.
So far, production value-wise,
Nah.
I have a feeling it could flop. I'm keeping it real.
Yo, I'm not gonna expect that.
Sometimes
Though.
for
I'm
real,
not gonna expect
it
that.
can go wrong.
3R with the sound.
Right now,
Appreciate you, fam.
I'm skeptical, bro, because I will say I saw better production value in Glow. So
Damn.
I'm just saying.
That's not bad.
Yo,
That's
Glow
not
was
Glow's
good.
Glow's
Glow was
good.
good.
Glow was
Thank you to
good.
Chavo Guerrero.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
It is.
But
Glow.
And Carlito.
Yeah.
Carlito.
Carlito, Alex Riley was up
Alex
in there.
Riley,
No, that's true. That's true.
Kong.
Khan was in there for sure.
Mischief, you
But
brought
either
up.
way,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna give it due diligence. And you know the only reason why I'm gonna watch it?
Why?
Because the show is called Heels. And it'd be insane for me to not show appreciation for the one word, the one character, the one persona in wrestling that resonates with us.
Talk to him.
But you know, I'm gonna tell you the truth. You know what we should probably do, folks? We should have a watch along for this Heels show. How about that?
Oh.
Tell us
Is
in the
that
chat.
an
Is
invite?
this something the bad guys should
Jump
do?
on the
Do a
Discord.
live
Jump on the Discord.
watch
Tell us
along
on the Discord.
with the bad guys.
Let's put that
Watch
up there.
Heels.
Jump on the
'Cause
Discord.
you know,
We gonna get it
yeah,
popping for sure.
real.
Woo!
We're gonna love it, but we're gonna shit on it. We
Let's
speak
set
on it.
that
Truth
up. Let's set
always.
that up.
Transparency.
Oscar.
Eat dick.
Hey! Hey!
Capitan Picacon.
Listen, Mischief, you
I like
brought
it.
up the Attitude Era and it never being the same, never coming back.
It's never coming back.
I want to ask you guys this though. After the
No, don't
week
ask me shit.
of wrestling that we just saw, On AEW alone, the last 2 weeks, do you really think we need the Attitude Era though? Do we need that bitch back?
We don't need the Attitude Era, but notice that AEW has a clearly more aggressive product. And I mean that in terms of like the way they're presented, they're more violent. It's more about cursing. Like, yo, DMD
shit.
is the baddest bitch now. Jade Cargill's line is, I'm a bad bitch.
Christian called Kenny Omega a shit.
Yeah, shit. They say shit like every other.
Just me with the beauty. You killing me, just me.
You know, I think Miro said shit too, right? Like,
Yep.
So, I mean, who's counting? But the point is, like, you notice that while WWE has said it like here and there, like they kind of sprinkle in maybe a shit every like 2 or 3 episodes. Like they fucking dropped shit like 4 or 5 times. They dropped bitch a couple times. This is like they're tailoring a fast-paced, modern, hip, young audience. Not like young, not like kids, not PG. We're clearly like closer to the Attitude Era in that direction. But isn't that the better product right now? Of all the products that we got in front of us, pro wrestling like big leagues. I'm not talking about indie wrestling. I'm not talking about WCW. I'm not talking about everything the WWE got. Right? Raw, SmackDown, main event, all that shit. Like fucking the Saudi shows. I don't care. All that shit. Line them up. And then compare it to AEW, what do we got like in terms of excitement? Like, are you excited to watch anything on WWE programming right now? Like excited, like yo, I want to see that shit.
My excitement turned
It used to be
into
NXT.
Like I'm Related killing us right now with the biddies. Damn, related and Faded going off with the biddy wars right now. We about to get a hype train in this bitch. Holy shit! Keep fucking around.
This shit is exploding today.
All this crazy
yeah, man,
dancing
yeah.
making my penis hard.
I'm gonna break this shit down for you, all right? I'm gonna put this shit in layman's term, in a language that you can understand, relate to, and absorb. You see that jersey you're wearing? When was the last time
This jersey? You mean this? Faded, tell him about this jersey right here. Oh, my bad. I was wearing it wrong. There you go.
It wasn't a rhetorical.
That's right.
There we go.
A heaping, flaming dumpster.
It was a
fire.
rhetorical question. When was the last time you were excited to be a Red Sox fan?
This year and last year.
When was
And
the best?
for the
time
last
to be a
12
Red Sox fan?
seasons, I've been excited to be a Red Sox fan. For
Even
the
the
last
little-
12 seasons.
Man, shut the fuck
There's
up.
12-year-olds
the
running
last
around
series,
questioning y'all chips right now. That's
When
all I'm
was
going to
the
say.
last World Series,
There's
man?
12 years old running around being like, what the fuck are you bragging
Yo,
about?
can we bring out the
Why
fire
y'all so
extinguisher?
loud? Oh,
Can
look
I
at that
make my
emo.
point?
Look at that emo. Talk to me,
Yo,
JP.
Faded, yo.
Talk to
where's
me,
the
JP.
moderator? Yo, moderator, you gotta kill that.
Nah,
Red Sox
JJ,
shit.
nah, chill with that. Chill with that.
Man, shut the
JJ.
fuck up. When
Yo,
did,
Bruin,
when did
what up,
the
bro?
Red Sox last win? The
last-
championship.
Bro, it was a couple years ago, a couple seasons ago.
As a true Red Sox fan, you should give me a fucking year, no?
Nah, 18, baby. Come on.
2018. So you were excited to be a Red Sox fan in 2018, right?
Okay. No, last year
When
we
was
did
the last
good
time
last year.
before that?
We did good last year. We did good last
Well,
season before too.
My man, if you don't win the ring, you don't win shit. All right?
Okay.
So,
Shit.
Okay. So where y'all been
2018?
for the last 12 years?
before that, when was the last time they won a championship?
I think it
Was
was
it in 2008?
2008, and then it was 04.
04?
So it was a couple. It was scattered.
And then
You know
before
what's
that, it was
crazy?
22, right?
Right.
Okay. So Attitude Era is when wrestling was winning. And right now, we haven't even fucking come out the first round of the playoffs. Of course, people are going to always want Attitude Era. You're going to want the product when it was at its best.
True.
And the Attitude Era, it's not even arguable. It is resonates around all wrestling fans. It was the best era in wrestling.
So
All
here's the.
across
I agree with you, and I want to ask you this question, everybody. Right? Is how do we move forward? Right? How do we find our next Attitude Era? Right? That's not an Attitude Era.
I
Like
think
something,
we're
the
there.
next big moment. Right? How do we find that next big era if we're constantly looking back? Like, damn, that was the prototype. Damn, that was the blueprint. We got to do it like that, or it's not gonna pop.
Man. I think AEW got
Yo.
something going. I think.
Mischief.
Did you see the
Mischief.
crowd On Wednesday?
Mischief. When do you get over the X that went away? When that new one is right in front of you, right? So
you got
there's
long
some
ass analogies, bro. Can we get to the point? What are you trying to say, my guy?
that maybe we haven't had a product to make us stay focused on what we're watching.
And you think AEW hasn't made you stay
we poke
focused?
holes at everything the E does. AEW's come out swinging, and they're making their mistakes. And it's cool, but it's not a perfect product, right?
No.
But they're making moves. They're collaborating with other promotions, whether it be Impact, whether it be New Japan, right? They're making moves, and we can appreciate it. It's refreshing. But when it comes to the E, we poke holes all over the shit. We just spent 15 minutes talking about how NXT is hot garbage now, right? So that's the problem. And of course, it's gonna make us look back when we have nothing to keep our attention. When you cut and Bray Wyatt out of nowhere.
Yo, that I don't know what's going on with that, but my only thing is, yeah, he's just cocky as fuck. He don't care at this point. If he's not using you,
when you got Goldberg, that's
the only one.
But JP, AEW has not made you keep focused.
AEW doesn't make me keep focused. I'm focused, man. But
Yo.
just got to holler at me, man. They
Scott
lost
Hall?
me with this Friday shit though,
And
right?
they about to hit. Listen, they about to hit him with the. They about to hit him with CM Punk and Daniel Bryan.
But is Rampage gonna be like the next great show, or is it gonna be Thunder? Because we know they like to go WCW route.
What do you
right?
expect from Rampage, old school? What are you talking to me? When I ask you, book Rampage for me. What are we talking?
You got to have some big debuts. I do like the fact that they're going to have a title match, even though it's an Impact title. And I'm hoping that'll make the main event for the pay-per-view interesting. This title match that they're going to have. It's really a lot about surprises and then people delivering in the matches.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Yeah, I expect good matches above a lot of anything else. Like, I don't expect a lot of...
My question is why?
What do you mean? What? Like why we expect it, or why they're doing it?
You have AEW Elevation, you have AEW Dark, you have AEW Dynamite, and you have your pay-per-views that you're doing on weekends, and also that you recreate during Dynamite. What was the reason for Rampage?
Yo,
why the fuck are you taking another hour of my life?
Their ratings, are their ratings good?
Because you have people who don't go to YouTube, right? And they're not going to watch Elevation or Dark.
It's
and Dark is developmental, right? It's the closest they have to developmental.
Yeah, 100% agree. But why Rampage? Why on a Friday?
Friday, that's the cheap time slot, bro.
Yeah,
Friday's
it's a cheap time slot. It's giving a little bit of the salami to the WWE. Like, hey, we about to steal your fans, real quick.
The salami.
This is where I would say
classy.
Once again, like I said, you could poke holes at WWE, and we can appreciate AEW coming out swinging, but they're not perfect, right? And this is where they might have a swing and a miss, because SmackDown arguably has been the WWE's strongest show.
Because I think it attracts the wrestling fan, right?
I agree.
Of all the WWE shows, it attracts the wrestling fan. I think that's where it's going to have some problems, because a lot of wrestling fans are also watching AEW. And if you say, oh, there's a new AEW show on versus what we've seen in WWE, people might be flipping the switch.
3R said Rampage comes on after SmackDown. Is that true?
Well,
I thought it was the last
case,
hour.
I got to get me some Rain energy. And
no nice things have happened.
Well, remember one thing. SmackDown is catered to the football fan, to the casual fan.
Casual as fuck. Yeah.
Oh,
right?
shit. 10 p.m.
That's
Then, yeah.
Fox. So if anything, they're going to get the carryover. If it's on at 10, they're going to get the carryover. Everybody's watching SmackDown is going to tune right into Rampage. So then, you know what, AEW? Do a fucking job.
Smart move. I like it.
You fucking turned quick.
My man, I'm like Big Show out here, bro.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
when he came out.
No suit for you.
No suit for you.
Oh, shit.
Did y'all expect him to turn? I for sure thought he was gonna like choke slam Tony for
For sure.
Nah, they're gonna build that turn later.
Honestly, I was happy he was still fucking choke slamming people.
Great point. So
Yo, he slammed the shit out of him. It looked awesome.
I want to bring up real quick, since SmackDown is in the air, Roman Reigns, head of SmackDown, right, gets creative control, and he was on Sports Illustrated recently. I think it was this week, earlier, and they asked him about getting heat for that. What was it that he said? The
about John Cena's mother.
The
missionary
position shit, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
He didn't get no heat for it, but I think they edited it. So
they did?
Yeah. So he mentions that part, that they edited the segment, but he didn't get any backlash for it. Here's the kicker. He ends that interview in that quote by saying, "What are they gonna do? Take me off SmackDown? How good's it gonna be without me on there?" I don't know if that was too out of character, or if it was a work shoot, or I don't know. But if it's not a shoot, and if it's not a work, that's very interesting. That's an interesting way of thought for him, I think, being the face of the company. Don't you think? Coming from John Cena, though?
Remember, the best performances, the best angles, the best promos are the ones that blur the lines between reality and fiction.
Facts. They got me.
And
hooked,
is what he's saying incorrect?
No. Not by a fucking long shot. I dare them. I fucking dare them.
You know what I mean? It's like when you like 15 years old and you break the curfew and your parents are mad. You're like, what you gonna do? Hit me?
Me bala, coño.
Okay,
dame, pero chill.
I'm still your son. You still gotta pay for my shit.
I still live here. What's for dinner?
Y'all never got beat with the chancla enough.
Nah, they came a point
what?
where you grabbed the
My
belt
mom's
and
had the
shit.
crazy aim. That
Man,
shit went on the house.
we never got beat with the chancla. We had customized chanclas. We had
enough.
aerodynamic.
I said you never got beaten.
That fucking hit corners.
My chanclas had GPS on it, B.
It came back. You ever had one of those?
Shout out to
my mom
Link.
was an Aboriginal in her past life or some shit like that.
Roman knows I watch SmackDown for his shenanigans.
No, honestly, I have to give.
Switches!
Once again, we are not giving enough credit to Roman Reigns, man. Roman Reigns is at his peak, as our boy Bad Bunny would say. This is the best he's ever done, the best we've ever seen him. And folks, believe it or not, it can get better.
Yo, what?
It can get better. I was worried about John Cena coming back because it's the true test. And it's been toe to toe.
Iron sharpens iron, right?
It does. It does. And that's why we are excited for SummerSlam. This is why we are excited for SummerSlam. This is why the bad guys will be coming to you live, in person, together, for the first time in some long time. For SummerSlam, we're going to have the pre-show live watch party because SummerSlam is about to be a spectacle, folks.
Let's do it.
And
the
you know,
bad
gotta
guys
watch
are coming
bad
back.
guys. So.
Roman Reigns versus Big E is going to be lit. Fada says, okay. I see him. I see Big E on that list. I can see Big E on that list.
August is always the anchor of the summer. It always is, right? Like, you know, like the summer's coming to an end. Big Bang, right? Whatever. So everyone's always hype about August. And here we go with the box office hit of the summer. SummerSlam, the big one. This is supposed to be the big one. Like, this is going to be the first big show. Big Daddy show, this is the one. And when it comes to the bad guys, you don't want to see the stage. You want to see a Big Daddy show? That Big Daddy show is coming to you live, like JP said. Live, August 21st.
We want the smoke.
We're going to be out here for a couple hours. Pre-show, we're going to do the live stream. We're going to hit you with the viewing party. It's going to be litigations, my friends.
Litigations. 3 on know what's up. We going to be coping it out.
Stay safe, brother.
Yo, so Rob,
please.
Yo, Rob brings up a point over here. He's talking about Big E cashing in, right? But I think there's something people are failing to remember, right? So SummerSlam, one of the big 4 pay-per-views in wrestling, JJ. Right? And you have an actor For the #1 movie in America, Suicide Squad's main eventing that pay-per-view. Let's not forget who's the #2. Who's in the #2 movie? The Jungle Cruise. I wouldn't be surprised if one Dwayne Johnson makes an appearance at some point in time.
Bold prediction.
In what direction? Is he gonna screw Cena from winning his 17th? And we see a Cena versus Rock again? Or is he gonna screw Reigns? Because he's really the head of the tribe, right? I don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised if WWE does all it can for one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year with fans. Let's remember, with fans in Vegas. They're not in Florida where people are fucking catching this Delta shit. They're going to Vegas. And Cardi B is about to give birth on the stage. Like, this shit's about to happen, folks. I would not be surprised.
You said fans. I want to rate the fans, yo, for SummerSlam versus.
What you want to do the fans?
Yo, excuse me.
AEW
what
fans.
you want to do the fans?
Rate and review. Rate and review. These fans.
I feel like we can't do that.
It took me a second. And I was like,
I feel like you might catch a charge, brother. Like,
yeah, that's how Facebook started.
I don't know, man. I think AEW the following is too strong right now. Too strong. Much strong. Much stronger than the fans in WWE. Yeah.
Too strong.
These crowds are louder. Much louder.
AEW just got 989. They just got 989. They've been hitting 1 million every fucking week for like the last 4 weeks. This is the first week they dipped under. And it was only about
under. You know why? Because people are like, I'll catch them on Friday.
AEW
They fucked up.
The brilliant part is the way they're booking stuff. Like the fifth labor,
yes.
They're gonna ice the theme music for Jericho, right?
Oh,
so what are we gonna see on TV? He's gonna come out.
No nice things have happened.
How hype is that?
That's gonna be.
I'm so hyped for that.
That is dope. And imagine how hype we're gonna be when, folks, we're about a month away from watching them ourselves, because you know the bad guys are about to see AEW when they come here to the East Coast. We're gonna be there live, baby.
I
We're
said
gonna
it
be
before.
there
I said it
live.
again. The
I forgot
entire
about that
world,
shit.
Twitch, chat, all of y'all gonna hear me scream Judas on September the 15th.
Listen.
No matter where you are, you're gonna
what
fucking
has to
hear
happen?
it. You're gonna
What
hear
has to
it.
happen is
JJ, what you mean that stupid song?
Oh
We
my
need to have a
God,
group of people
JJ,
ready to
don't do
go.
this to me.
We need to have a little pregame situation going on. We need to make sure
They didn't know what's
that
up.
this AEW experience is rightfully deserved and experienced and fornicated. So,
Yo,
Wait.
So another theme in AEW is Jungle Boy though. That theme's gonna be lit too. Cause everybody get loud for that one too.
facts.
Everybody know the words.
Is it oh or no?
No. I'm gonna be saying no. Cause I think that's what Kenny thinks it is. So I'm gonna be no.
I thought that was pretty funny. I don't usually like anything Kenny does, but I thought he was kind of funny.
I don't usually like when Kenny grabs the mic, but
That sucks, Rob.
I got a pop.
oh shit.
You got a pop? What's your pop?
That was my pop.
That was your pop. That was your pop.
My pop of the week. I'm gonna tell you what my pop of the week is. Ring of Honor is doing a women's tournament right now, and we have a shooting the alum by the name of Trisha Dora, and she had a match that made me pop. And it was a match between two Afro-Caribbean queens, Trisha Dora and Marty Bell, going at it in Ring of Honor tournament. Folks, make sure to catch the Ring of Honor tournament. What we're trying to tell you guys here is there's more than the E.
Yes.
There's a lot of wrestling out there.
Yes.
Expand your horizons.
It's my pop of the week.
Ooh, talk to me.
No nice things have
DWI
happened.
just came out and recognized IWT's championship as a world title, which is a big thing when you look at the scheme of wrestling right now. And what's the name of Trish's title?
The
The Pan African title is also being recognized as a world title.
That's amazing.
Marty
That is
Bell.
amazing.
Yeah. See, that's Keith. That was awesome.
Damn,
Great
Rob,
work.
like Marty Bell was good. Eso de lo mío. ¿Qué
Es de
pasó?
lo mío. Es de lo mío.
Eso de Washington High. ¿Qué pasó? The Dyke.
Hey, Dominican. Listen,
She could suck, but I'm still a fan.
my pop of the week was
That's right.
the promo and the hype for what is to be a memorable NWA Women's Championship title defense when legit Layla Hirsch battles Camille for that strap. Cameraman, please.
It's gonna get hot and meat in there.
HD, please. HD all over. You already know that's my pop of the week.
Excited,
What?
man.
Jay
So fucking
Jackson
happy
was
for
good.
legit Layla Hirsch. So fucking excited.
Yo, Layla
Yo,
Hirsch is so good. Oh
Yo,
my
it's
God,
crazy
she's so
to me
good,
when we're seeing these superstars that we've met.
No
Starting
doubt,
off in
Faded.
indie
Thank you for coming
shows.
through, my dude.
We've met them in person. We've interviewed them, and they're getting opportunities like this. It is exciting. It is exciting. So happy. Definitely tuning in for that shit. This is the shit that actually might make me subscribe to NWA again.
For sure, for sure. Nah, you real talk. I was thinking about it too.
Charging shit. I'm like, wait a minute.
But I have to hit that shit on the funds. Let's go into that budget real quick. Listen, man, I feel like every new star out there today, out there on your TV screen that you may love or hate, chances are they came through here. Check out Shooting the Ish. Check out the alums. Go check them out because you watching Layla Hirsch. You watching our boy. What's I don't know his new name, but our boy's fucking from top of the heaven. Trey Baxter. Yes, that's his name. And then fucking
Trey Baxter in the Breakthrough Tournament.
Yes, we got our guys.
Lance Archer. I mean, you know.
I don't know who that is.
He's a guy.
He's an AEW
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
He's
Shane Taylor.
Shane
He's
Taylor.
another guy
Oh.
we did.
Oh yeah. He did.
Yeah, you guys heard of Vicky Guerrero, right?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
Vicky
that's that girl that
Guerrero.
dropped. Oh,
Yeah,
she came out with Nyla Rose.
Who?
there.
Excuse me. I don't know who you're talking about.
No?
And of course, once again, a very happy birthday to Falaba, who
Fala,
also is one of our alum.
ba.
And you can catch all of that and more. Catch us on YouTube. Catch us on anywhere you listen your podcast at. Yo, we got all the Shooting the Ish with all your favorite superstars.
Where we get that fix,
past,
boys?
present,
Where we
future.
get that fix? We out
Everywhere.
there live. So
Everywhere.
Where you get it, bro? Everywhere. SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, Podbean. Go check in the mother's underwear drawer. It's
Yo,
everywhere.
always.
Everywhere that is accessible. Look under the cabinets. Look
Make
inside
sure
the sheds.
There's
Look
fresh
every-
batteries in that thing.
We have that shit available in CD, cassette, DVD.
Yo,
Y'all want
on
our real
our
player? We'll
truck.
put our real player for you.
vinyl, we got it vinyl too, JP. We got it vinyl. We got it
You
vinyl.
can find that shit in a hot sauce bottle. You can find it.
Shout outs to the 9, shout outs to the subs, shout outs to the biddies,
Get that
shout
shit
outs
in
to
the-
everybody
in the nutty
showing love. Related 3R, my guy Faded, the other Faded, Danny, JJ, all of y'all, Twitch, chat, stand up, don't go too far. We not done
Shout
yet.
out to New York.
We gonna raid my boy Jay Murder.
telling the Jada
10
Kiss
count of
line.
10 so
Stand up, baby.
don't forget a subby. You already know.
Man, I can tell you about Berserk, though.
Focal.com. Focal.com.
I haven't posted about Focal in forever.
That shit made it to